And welcome back. We're here looking at so much fun here in the city of Shreveport with High Gravity Glassworks. I'm here with Miss Michelle. Please talk to me about your business.
So High Gravity Glassworks is a glass blowing studio. We're located in downtown Shreveport. I offer workshops for the public, classes, and then I also do things for markets,
Which
for
is
local markets.
super cool. Now, you guys have a ton here, a lot of Christmas stuff, which is so cool. Talk to me about some of the markets you guys are going to be at, some of the different places and events that you guys are going to be here soon where people can come take a look at some of this stuff.
Yeah, so our gallery is open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 6, but we're going to be at the Meadows Museum this weekend at Centenary College from 9 a.m. to 1 on Saturday, and we're also going to be at Christmas in Houghton from noon to 4 on Saturday. So it's going to be a busy day.
Yeah, very busy. And do you mind if I pick this up and show the people? Look at this. This, first of all, heavy. Unbelievable. Look, this is all glass, right? And you have workshops where people can come in and just make this stuff, right? Make this stuff. How do you even get into an art like this?
Well, I took it my last semester in college.
Okay.
But yeah, people can come. They can do individual workshops if they want to. We've got several different tiers for that. And then they can also sign up for the holiday package that we put together, which is like a 2-hour course for like a family if they all want to make one of the objects.
There you go. So you guys can come in and have a family experience as well as just look around for some Christmas gifts. There's a lot of art here. And is that something people could just come in and maybe they see something here on the shelves that they can just buy afterwards? After maybe having a lesson?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is our gallery. We're trying to make it more of a known place to come shop. I like to support other local artists as well and have their work up on the wall. So it's a great place to come get your Christmas gifts.
That's awesome. And it's not just snowmans. There's a giant Christmas tree back here. I'm not going to pick that one up because that's probably like really, really heavy. But there is just so much stuff here. You have a bouquet of flowers back here, little chickens, card holders. There's so much. And so when you're coming to make one of these things, do you sign up for like a snowman class or a Christmas tree class? Or is that something where whenever you come in, it's just kind of, okay, guys, this is what we're doing today?
Yeah, so we do have you sign up in advance. We've got, like I said, different tiers. So the mini melts are going to be the shortest and the least involved workshops. Then we have the full flame workshop. So all you have to do is pay a deposit. Then when you come in, you'll check out the samples and then you fully decide once you arrive.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And so that process, you can come in, you guys can really just decide what kind of suits you, what you guys would like. There's cups that we're looking at over here that are totally custom made. And wouldn't that just be so cool? Like you're bringing your own cups home that you made, right? And that you put the colors on and that you decided. And it's something that you can come and enjoy with your family, which is so unique.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've had a lot of guests actually come just to make their Christmas presents for other family members. So that's been pretty wonderful.
I like that because it's something that you made, right? It's something you put your hands on. It's something that it means a little bit because you really tried and you showed effort. And so that's something super cool that you guys can come and take advantage of. Now I have to ask, are we going to get to see some of that glass blowing in action a little bit later?
Oh, absolutely. I've got everything warming up.
Okay, so guys, you guys here, we're going to step away for a little bit and get that heater heated up and hopefully show you guys some of that glass blowing in action. Guys, welcome back to High Gravity Glassworks. We are inside of the main little studio where you guys have a lot of the action going on, and we're going to show you behind the scenes of exactly what making one of those Christmas ornaments looks like. These are some of the examples up on the front of the table, but you can see how hot that glass. It is literally orange right now. That's how hot that glass is, which is so cool. Talk to me about the process that we're looking at right now.
Yeah, so I get the glass out of this furnace over here. It's kept at around 2,000 degrees. Then I apply the color to it that you see on the table.
And then you're gonna put it in there. Watch this. I'm gonna take the people with us.
Now I'm going to start to blow up the ornament. So I'm going to get it nice and hot. So I'm looking for the movement. That's how I can tell the temperature.
Yeah.
And then I'll go ahead and blow a puff of air in the back end of the pipe. And I'll trap the air pressure inside with my thumb, and it'll make its way out to the hot glass on the end. Then I've got this hose that I hook up to the pipe, and I'll finish it out at the bench. So.
Amazing. Now, how hot is it? How hot is it inside that little furnace right there?
It's getting close to around 2,000 degrees.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And so, how long of a process does it usually take to make one of these ornaments?
Once everything's actually up to temperature, maybe like 4 to 5 minutes.
Wow.
Obviously, if I'm doing it with the customer, it takes a little bit longer, but around 10 minutes total for the customer if they're gonna come and make their own.
That is so cool. And you guys can kind of see the air pressure slowly moving its way.
Yep, so it takes a little while to get down into the glass. And then what I look for is texture that forms as the color is being spread apart from the air pushing a bubble into that space, basically. So here it comes. Starting to grow.
We can see it grow. Yeah, that's incredible. Just watching it grow. As we kind of keep this process going here. How helpful is that hose when trying to get it in and trying to really make sure that the ornament grows to full size?
So it's definitely very important because it's the only way I can really make it happen, really. It's too hard to communicate to another person so quickly to actually end up with like a nice round ornament at the end. So you got to use your own brain to like know when to blow, when not to blow, et cetera, et cetera. So now I've got it about a third of the size that it's gonna be, and now I have to get the perfect heat.
Okay.
Can't be too hot, it can't be too cold, or it just doesn't work. So we'll see if I can do it.
That's awesome. No, this is first try. This is what we do it for here.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we're almost there.
All right, we're almost at perfect heat here. And we're gonna watch.
You can see it moving.
Yeah, we can see it moving around in there.
That's what I want.
See if I can zoom in for you guys just a little bit. Oh yes, you guys see that now?
All right,
Look at the glass in there moving.
I'm gonna head over to the bench.
Yep. You guys can really see it come to form here. Yes, that is a master at work right there. Look at it go! Oh my goodness. How cool is that? And it is just...
So it's already dropping down around 1,000 degrees now. And I have just a couple of seconds to get it off here and to get the hook on before it can blow up.
Wow, there you go. We're getting super close on time, but you guys saw exactly what happens here right after this. She's gonna put a little bit more glass on and make the hook, and that is how you guys have an ornament, which is so cool. Yes, hey Skip, look, you saw us earlier make some Christmas ornaments, which was super cool, but like you said, we're gonna try our hand at something a little bit different. Maybe, it's maybe past Christmas whenever you guys come in and you guys wanna make something a little bit different. Maybe you guys wanna make a flower for someone super special. We're gonna show you exactly how to do it. I'm gonna set this down here and grab this so we can show everybody exactly how we're doing it. So we are looking at how this part of the flower, the little flower part, is actually made right there, which is the disc. We're gonna follow Miss Michelle over here as she sticks it right back in. Okay, so talk to us about the process of making this flower.
So we start with the first layer, which is gonna be the stem. I apply the color to it and let it cool down around 1,000 degrees. Then I get the second layer of glass, as you saw, and I squish it over the petal color. And now I'm just melting that in, and now I'm gonna take my tweezers and shape it the rest of the way.
Beautiful, that is so cool. And what is so cool though, kind of like we talked about, is that you can make so much from glass. And like you said, you can make almost anything that you would like out of this type of stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You can sculpt all sorts of stuff, or you can make vessels and blow objects too, so it's really cool. I'm gonna head to the bench, and here comes the shaping.
So now she is shaped, look at that, wow.
So this is a fun workshop too. The guests get to shape the flower, which is so fun.
How much practice does it take to be like truly like very, very good at this? Because I mean, you are gliding through this right now.
Yeah, I mean, I learn something new every day. Let's just say it's a lifetime of learning, but you can make stuff almost right away, and then it's just a lifetime of refining.
Wow. Right back into the oven.
And then on the next heat, I'll lengthen the stem. So you can see the color differences in there. You can see the green that I put on the first layer. is closest to the pipe. Just a little extra heat, and I'm gonna lengthen the stem.
So now's where we get the stem part out.
You have to start pulling, and it starts to lengthen it.
Wow, look at it grow. Wow.
You can see it gets pretty solidified pretty fast.
That is unbelievable. That is so cool watching this in real time happen.
Yep, and so now I'm just adding a constriction line, and I'm gonna head over to the knockoff table, and I'm just going to tap it through.
Whoa!
And now I'll rush it off to the kiln and let it cool for about 14 hours.
Wow, so 14 hours and look, oh my goodness, in real time. How cool is that? And so, I mean, you guys got to see it really how quick that was too. And when it cools, it will look a little something like this, right? Mm-hmm. Yep. How awesome. And so it's really that easy. It's that easy, but I mean, it's really as quick as that. Yeah, Miss Shannon, we have been doing this all morning long. I've got to see the process on how to make certain ornaments. I've got to see how to make a cool flower. There has been so much cool stuff here at High Gravity Glassworks. And now we're going to talk about some of the different classes people can take and some of the different prices of items that people can do. So I'm going to flip around over here with you, and I'll have you just kind of talk us down the line here of what we're looking at and how the people watching can be a part and come try your glass blowing.
Okay, great. Well, the first categories are mini melts. So these are going to be the fastest workshop, but they're good for kids 6 and older or large groups.
Bring us over here while we're talking. Go ahead.
Yeah, sounds good. And so we can do up to 20 to 25 people in a party for this type of workshop here. And those start at $45 each. Then we move to our $60 category here. So there's a combination of either blowing and or sculpting and a bunch of objects to choose from. These are part of our full flame workshops. Here's our $75 category and then our $95 category. So you don't all have to pick the same thing. You can make different objects, which makes it super fun for everybody.
Very cool. Now, my big question is where, like, are there certain things that kids can do or can get into? Are there certain like age ranges per?
Yeah, so the full flame, I would recommend 8 and older for any of those. And like I said, the mini melts can be 6 and older.
Nice, very nice. And so there's so many unique and little things that we have here. And what I like that is super cool is that, let me get this right back where it needs to be, is that for any season, whether we are in Halloween, maybe it's Christmas, maybe it's Mardi Gras, there's something that you guys can make and something that you guys can really form into that the people will like. And I think that's so unique.
Oh, absolutely. And we started packaging like little 2-hour classes. So it's like focused on like fall workshops or Christmas workshops that families can do together. And then in addition to doing the workshops, we give them a little extra taste of how the glass moves and like they get to use some tools just to mess around with it and have a good time.
Very cool. So if I was a new customer and I wanted to try something for the first time, what would you recommend? Maybe it doesn't have to be the easiest thing, but something really hands-on, very visual, something that just anybody would like.
So I'll always be honest about which workshops are going to be the most hands-on versus a little less. So anything that's like blown, like the glassware or the wavy bowls, those are going to be very hands-on. The pulled flower, you get to sculpt the whole thing straight through.
Yeah.
But I'm also not going to let you mess it up.
Yes.
So you're going to get a good object.
Yes, very cool. And I think that's so, it's so unique that one, you can come in and you can look at all of this art and you can just, maybe, you just like glass art in itself and you can come look at all the shelves that we will be showing in our 7 a.m. live stream, by the way. But you can come and look at the product, but then you can also have an opportunity to make it yourself. Put whatever colors you want on it, right? Oh, yeah. And you can totally customize it to whatever you want.
Absolutely. We have over 100 color mixes at least, and you're welcome to modify any of them. Yeah. So like if you come and tell me you want maroon and blue, I'll be like, okay, whatever. Yeah. Sure, you do you. Yeah. And we'll make it happen. Awesome. So,
Awesome. Well, that is so unique. And like I said, we have a 7 a.m. live stream, and you guys should definitely come and watch. We're going to be going in behind the scenes. We're going to look at all of the different type of artwork that we have here at High Gravity Glassworks. For right now, Skip, we're sending it back to you and the weather.